Whoops. Oh, shit. Steps.
This can't be okay.
Welcome everybody. Not very nice outside. The tour will be enjoyable, I'm sure. Anybody been before beside this man here? Yeah. You've been? Okay, yes. You do it and I'll go and have it. Welcome anyway. Nice to see you all. What are we going to do this morning? We're going to follow the course of the River Axe. That's the river that drops down off the Mendips. It rises at Wookey Hole, comes right the way down to these chambers, goes right the way down across the moor, and it comes out the Western Superman into the sea there. Now, I mention the word chamber, that is because what we call it. Anything that's made by water, natural evolution, we call chambers. I sometimes use caves, that's for those under a certain age to understand. Because sometimes chambers are a bit confusing to children. Those were found in this area here. She was a lonely goatherd, and no, I'm not going to sing the song. But she was, she lived completely on her own. Now, it was the things that was found with her possessions are the most important to the first part of this tour. In this area here, they found things like a metal haps for a door. That's a Somerset word, isn't it? Various parts of the country call them by different names. Like a metal latch, very, very early one, which suggested there may well have been a door of a type that we know on the front. There was a metal dagger, there was an earthenware bowl, and lots of other small items that are all in the museum here or at Wells. But it's the last thing that is most important. And a lot of people don't believe this, but it's in the museum at Wells. They actually found a crystal ball, an alabaster ball. It's at Wells in the museum, and it's found here. And it's because of this ball, and the connotations and the reason we know what crystal balls are all about, or we think we do, it's because of this ball that the villagers thought she was a witch, quite naturally. She got blamed for everything that went on, rightly or wrongly. So what did they do? They went to Glastonbury Abbey, next to where I live, right next to where I live. I live next to the Abbey, and they went in there to get a holy man to come over to exorcise the caves. Do you know what that means? To say holy words to try and get rid of them. Probably seen it on the films. To say holy words to try and get rid of this woman that they thought was a witch. And that's what happened. Brother Benjamin was assigned the job to come over here. Now that is fact. I also work at the Abbey, and other jobs. And it is documented that a brother, a slightly different name, an early name, we would call it Benjamin, was assigned to come to this area. But he actually came over here, came up to the gate, he put his bike outside. Do you think he had a bike? I think so, do you? He had a TR 2000, I swear. Anyway, outside. Do you think he had a bike? I think so, do you? He had a TR 2000, I swear. Anyway, he actually came into this area, and he walked all the way through, and he met this woman at the top of what is now the steps. And they had a tremendous argument, and she disappeared into the darkness, right the way down there. By the way, does anybody not believe in witches? If you look up there, sometimes you see them. She may be in. There she is. She's a member of Greenpeace, actually. Yes, she has come out occasionally. See, I mean, I believe in them. I expect you do as well. Anyway, the point is that was what happened. Now, she disappeared down there into the darkness. The villagers had already told this man, Brother Benjamin, not to follow her. Why not? Because anybody that goes down there is going down hell's ladder. And if you go down there, you'll never ever be seen again, and I'm sorry to have to tell you, that's where we're going now. And when we get down there, I'm going to continue the story that's always surrounding this woman, and I'm going to tell you lots of other things that concern the chambers that we're going to visit. There is just one thing on the way down,
Strange gas escaping. A rock garden.
I've done this, you can see how dark it is, even with the safety lights on. It will be much lighter as we go on through. To continue the story, I told you that the woman disappeared down here. As you can see, it's very, very dark. And it is dark, believe you me, when there are no lights. Brother Benjamin did follow her. The story has it, they had just a candle, and he looked over to the cross here, and he saw the water. He saw the river Acts that I mentioned in the light of the candle, and he blessed it. Blessed the water. He made it holy water, and the story has it that he took some water and he sprinkled it around. As he did that, he turned around, and this is what he saw. He saw the face of a woman in stone behind him. There's the nose, the eyes, and the body of the head. And what he thought he'd done, he thought he'd turned into stone. Turned around this way, and he looked over there, and he thought he'd turned her dog to stone as well. I don't know about that, looks like a rock glider to me. Perhaps not. Anyway, that's the story that surrounded this woman. I have a feeling we might see this witch later on. That's always been told about this woman that actually lived here. Now, I told you we were going to follow the course of the axe, and everywhere we go, the axe will go with us. Sometimes it goes underground, sometimes it surfaces right here. This is the end of the axe. It flows from left to right, underneath the rock and the outside, and you'll see that with the axe. 11 million gallons a day through here. You wouldn't think so, but it does. It actually monitored quite closely. The reason that it's the colour that it is because it's white light on top of limestone bed, and that gives it that lovely bluey-greeny effect. Now, divers tell us there are no fish in here at all. There are eels, cave shrimps, cave frogs. Some of the frogs, by the way, are albino, because they're in the dark most of the time. Not all of them, some of them. It's found that those that actually venture outside actually are different shade than those that actually stay inside. But there are no fish. We're talking about diving, which we've seen a lot more of that later. In front of you, you'll see the biggest stalagmite in here. This is estimated to be 100,000 years old. The water comes through straw stalactites, simply because they're like straws. The middle is hollow. And one of that size is about 1,000 years old. You'll see these throughout the UK, in fact, throughout Europe. European viaducts and bridges. Generally, you'll see lots of these straw stalactites. And how does it get this far? It comes through limestone potholes right at the surface. And brings an element of light with it, as you probably know, travels through the straw stalactite, and then makes that very, very big, fat size. The reason it does that is because it's flowing so fast. If it was slower flowing, it would have much more particular insight. It makes, because it's flowing fast, it hits and it spreads. You notice greenery growing all around the place. When we get into 3, I'll tell you about that, which is rather interesting on where it happens. Again, you'll see what limestone stalactites will do on top of rock over many thousands of years. We're actually going to go through into the Great Hall. When we get in there, I'll tell you exactly A, why you will see no stalactites in there, and B, several other things that I want to point out to you. Now, as we go through just a low area there. Please watch your heads. You don't want any of this red stuff flowing over. It's a little wet underfoot, but do be careful. If the light should go out behind you, this is because I'm giving you longer. They're on a time switch. Don't be worried, you can still see. Unless you want to stay in here all day. Yes, please do.
Water down there, extremely still.
It is still.
It is.
It's still.
Flowing through.
It is. Yes, it is. It appears still, that's what I meant. Yeah. But there are 11 million gallons a day flow right from the beginning, right the way through. You would never think so. If you look where the lights are, as you come through here, you'll see it's moving. Yeah, 11 million gallons flow right the way through it. And the reason we know even more now, as you can imagine, everybody measured it. Department of Environment, Water Board, whatever. We go on through, and you can see down here that it is actually moving. And when we get outside, when we finish, you'll see the force that is coming out. Right. Very deceptive.
See it there, John?
It does look still, it's very still.
Oh, right.
Thank you, David.
This is called the Great Hall. All three of the main chambers are named. The Great Hall is 70 feet high, exactly the same height as the Navy was then. Exactly the same height. And the three main chambers are named, as I said, the Great Hall, the Witch's Kitchen, and the Witch's Garden. That's because a man by a lovely title in 1470 called William of Worcester named there. He was a bit of a discoverer, and he named all three chambers. Now, I told you earlier you wouldn't see any stars. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to tell you the reason for that. I'm just going to turn the lights down, actually. Now, when I put the spot up, you will see in the centre of the spot, right in the middle, you will see two stalactites broken up. Can you see them? One in the middle, one slightly behind. Now, 300 years ago, a very famous English poet by the name of Alexander Pope, whose house in Twickenham, still there, his house, came in here and he saw 50 or 60 of these beautiful stalactites. And he literally brought them. Now, right in the centre there underneath is Michael Jackson, with a black face, and the hair down over the... What you can all see that, can't you? And there's our Christmas turkey, right? And there's Casper, the ghost, on the wall there. Okay. For any parents holding hands, we have a bit of watch, so be very, very careful. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going down now into what we call Chamber 3. Now, this chamber is very, very different. And it sets the scene for the rest of the tour. Now, as you go down and go through, underground, right the way through. So as we go through, please do watch your heads down here. It's going to...